All right. Hey, everyone. I'm just going to wait for everyone to log on before we get started. So just give it a few moments and we're going to start. Okay, I can see some people logging on. So I am going to go ahead and get started. Tonight's call, you guys, is about weekly activities to reach your goal income. So I'm going to go over a few things with you before we get started. All right, we can see a few more people jumping on. Okay, I can see the numbers going up. All right, so you guys, we're going to talk about money and activities to reach your goal incomes. Okay, I know that sometimes it can be unclear about what you need to do to hit your financial goals. So I don't know about you, but there's certain things that drive me, and money's definitely one of them. I mean, I can't tell you that money doesn't drive me. So yes, this business is about helping people, right? Like, first and foremost, we're here to help people. We're here to help people get healthy and fit. And we want to help them lead healthier, happier lives. And maybe they decide to become a coach and also have some financial freedom in there too. But this is a business, and we have to remember that too, that this is our business. So my business, right? It allows me to stay home with my boys. It helps me earn a full-time income to stay home with them. I don't have to leave the house. I can choose my own hours. I mean, that kind of freedom I wouldn't get anywhere else. I love working out. I love being active, and to live my passion and to have that coincide with the business really speaks to me. And it helps me travel, right? I'm going to go on the Beachbody cruise in 2 weeks. That's something I never would have gotten to do before. And then it affords private school for Warren. He's in private school right now where, you know, if I wasn't doing this, we probably wouldn't be able to afford something like that for him right now. And then it also helps us pay off our car loan. And we just paid off our car loan last month. So that's huge. Those are things that without this income, I wouldn't be able to do. So money drives me. And I need this business really to help my family be what it is right now and what we have. So that to me is huge. I want you right now, I know I can't see any of you guys on the screen. This is really weird. I'm used to seeing your faces, but I can tell that you're watching. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and I hope that you're following along and listening to me as I'm saying this, but I want you guys to take out your phone, write in the notes, or you can take out a pen and paper, and I want you to write down a number. What is the number that you would like to hit each week in your business? How much money would you like to make on that check every week? And then I want you to keep that, okay? Because I'm going to come back and reference that in a little bit. So I want you to write down how much you would like to earn each week. All right, so it could be something like $150 every week, all the way up to like $2,000 a week. You name it, put it down. But make it realistic, okay? Think about what you want and what it's going to take to achieve that. I want you right now, with that goal in mind, to think about time, right? We all have time issues. Things happen, right? Life is busy. So I want you to align those goals with the time. And right, we never seem to have enough of it, no matter how good we are at managing our time. So tonight I'm really going to give you some tasks that are going to help you break down these activities into weekly activities that you can do to achieve your financial goal in a year. And it's going to be these milestones for you, these benchmarks that you can hit. All you need to do is to decide how much time you are willing to devote each day, each week to your business. Okay. So, this is the business. If you're saying, oh, I want to make $1,000 or $2,000 a week, but you're only ready to commit 30 minutes a day, either you have to scale back and say, okay, I'm only willing to take 30 minutes a day to spend this business. Maybe the $1,000 to $2,000 isn't going to be achievable in a year for me. Or you have to say, all right, I am going to put in a little bit more time and I'm going to bust my butt and I am going to get that $1,000 or $2,000 a week income by the end of the year, right? Because these are goals that I'm going to set up for you guys that you're going to set up now. And in a year from now, you're going to be hitting that goal. So, I'm going to start our slides. I'm going to get going here so you guys can see them. And all right, hang with me here. I want to show you guys what I have for you. Hopefully you can see this. All right, let me start. Okay, so hopefully you can see this right now. I don't have anyone on here, but I'm worried that you can only see my face right now. Hold on, bear with me. Yep, there we go. You were not seeing the slides, you were seeing my face. That's not what we need. Okay, here we go. I'm pretty sure you can see it now. All right, so creating weekly activities to match your income goals. All right, so here's what I want to talk about. This business can be either a lot of work for yourself and you can put in so much time and have, just really burn yourself out, or you can really rely on, oh, good. Thanks, Alyssa. Okay. I was pausing because I'm like, gosh, I hope people can see this slide. Alyssa just told me you guys can see it. All right. So I just want you to know that you can spend a ton of time reaching out and working this business and making nothing. Okay. And that's not what I want for you. And I'm sure that's not what you want for yourself. Or you can take a bunch of people doing small amounts of work and everybody's going to benefit. So this is what I'm going to show you tonight. And every little bit helps. So every person you reach out to your downline coaches, reach out to people about challenge packs. Every new coach, every challenge pack is helping someone and it's helping your team. So it's a win-win, really. All right, we're going to keep moving on here. So here's some basic weekly activities that you guys should all be implementing. And I'm going to be talking about tonight. So invites. You're going to invite customers through a challenge group. And you're also going to invite people to join your team as a coach. You're going to follow up with people each week, whether they be your challengers for your challenge groups, whether they're going to be coaches that you would like to join your team. And you're also going to start adding new friends to your network, whether they be personal friends or people to your Facebook like page. You're going to start new conversations. And then you're going to have ongoing conversations, right? Because it's not something you want to do is just ask someone right off the bat if they're ready to purchase a challenge pack or be part of your challenge group. You need to build trust and relationships with people. This is what this business is about. And then finally, you need to start engaging and mentoring your coaches each week. Chalene Johnson talks about something called reverse engineering. And I want you to think about reverse engineering your income, right? So let's think about how much income you want to make weekly with your Beachbody business from 1 year today, okay? So I asked you guys to write down in the beginning a number, whether it be $150 a week to $2,000 a week, okay? I'm going to break those all down for you today. And I'm also going to give you guys some specific activities to do each week to make that income a reality. So whatever number you wrote down, I want you to listen closely because I'm going to show you what it's going to take to reach that income with the commission alone. And then I'm also going to tell you once you start building a team, how much easier it's going to be to make that income each week. All right, monthly results that generate income. And so you can see that we're going to need to add a certain number of coaches per month, a certain amount of challengers per month. And then you're going to, once you get to the emerald stage, when you're the emerald coach and you have 2 coaches underneath you, you need to start having personally sponsored coaches also hitting Success Club every single month. And And this is going to make a huge difference in someone's life. So, whatever income number you guys wrote down, whether you want to be a hobby coach or you're all in to hit 6 figures, this is a goal that aligns with you and your needs. So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to speak to all of it tonight. So, and please also keep in mind, these figures aren't exact, right? I mean, depending on the challenge pack sale and how much that is, the numbers are going to be a little bit different, but this is just a ballpark range for you guys, what I'm going to go over. So, something that you need to also keep in mind is that monthly income is generated through these 3 activities alone. So these are your big hitters. This is what's important. All right. So remember when I talked about what you need to make these numbers through commission alone. So let's say you're not reaching out and you don't have your team built and you're just based on commission. It is going to take a lot of work and you guys are going to get burnt out. So I just want to tell you, if this is you, or if you have a coach that this is, they're doing this and they rely solely on commission, just hang on and stop for a second. You're wasting so much time doing this, and you could really be relying on your team and building that mentorship program. So I want you to start really focusing on building that team of coaches to help other people as well. So here's what it's going to take if you right now are relying solely on commission. If you want to make $150 a week consistently each week throughout the next year or in a year, you're going to have to sell 6 bags of Shakeology on Home Direct, or 4 challenge packs, or 3 challenge packs at $160. Okay, that's a lot. That's per week. That's not even per month. If you want to make $250 every week consistently with commission alone, that's 8 bags of Shakeology on Home Direct, 6 challenge packs at $140, 5 challenge packs at $160. All right, you guys, this is getting a little crazy. So $500 a week. You would need to sell 17 bags of Shakeology on Home Direct. That's insane. First of all, if you are selling 17 bags of Shakeology on Home Direct or 13 challenge packs at $140, can you do a team call for me? Because I want to know how you're doing that. That's incredible. I mean, and you can see how someone at that rate would just get completely burnt out and frustrated. And we go on. So $1,000 a week, you can see $2,000 a week. This is what you would need to do for commission. $2,000 a week is 67 bags of Shakeology every single week. That's 67 people that you need to get on Shakeology Home Direct, or 50 challenge packs that week at $140, or 40 challenge packs at $160. I mean, those numbers are just insane. So here's what you can start to do, right? If we're going to start breaking it down into volume, and I could do a whole different call on team volume. So just know that, if you're a new coach and you're not quite understanding volume, you're going to start accruing team volume or personal volume points when you start having a team of people. So once you hit Emerald Coach, that means you have 2 coaches underneath you working the business. You're going to start getting these team cycle bonuses. And so here's how it works. In a year from now, if you would like to make consistently $150 a week, this is what you need to do. If you're an Emerald, you need 10 cycles. And that's just because Emeralds get, well, we can break that down, but Emeralds get $14 per cycle and Diamonds get $18. I'm going to go into that in a little bit. But so $150 a week, you're going to need 10 cycles as an Emerald or 8 cycles as a Diamond. $250 a week. This is where it stops, you guys. As an Emerald coach, and this is why hitting Diamond is like a huge milestone, because as an Emerald coach, you can only make $250 per week. It caps off. Of course, you don't lose any money. It gets rolled over into the next week, but you can only cap off at $250 per week. So that's an incentive also to get to Diamond. So at $250 a week, you'll need to cycle 17 times or 13 cycles as a Diamond. And that's simply because, remember, like I said, the income levels there, the Emerald coaches are going to make $14 a cycle and the Diamond makes $18. So a Diamond just needs to cycle less to make the same amount of money per week. $500 a week. So here we are. We just have the Diamond because as an Emerald coach, you can no longer make $500 a week. So a Diamond coach needs to make 28 cycles. And you can see the personal volume points here on the side. And like I said, If that is totally confusing to you right now, I'd be happy to go over with you. My new coaches in the Emerald Training Group, I talk about personal volume and how you can accrue those. It's basically based on your coach's sales. So just know that this is the amount of personal volume you would need on one leg, and this is the personal volume you would need on the other. It's $2,800 and $5,600. To earn $1,000 a week as a diamond, you would need 56 cycles. And that's 5,600 PV on one side and 1,100 PV on the other. And then finally, you guys, $2,000 a week. This is that full-time income. This is 6 figures here. I mean, $1,000 a week is a full-time income. This is huge. $2,000 a week. I mean, this is an ultimate goal. As a diamond, you would need 28 cycles, and that's 11,100 personal volume points on one side, 22,200 personal volume points on the other. All right. So like I said, I was going to talk about the weekly activities and the breakdown of it. So you have these income goals in mind and you're wondering, okay, that's great. Yep, I see that I have to hit so many cycles to get those team volume points accrued, but how do I do it? So here's the weekly activity breakdown. And as I go into it, just know that the X is going to be that variable that we're talking about. So it's going to be in the parentheses in my next slide. I'm going to have a little formula that we're going to go through. And X stands for the number of coaches that you have to invite or the number of challengers that you have to invite. Okay. And I just want to back up here about volume. If you're thinking like, okay, but I do make a decent amount on income with my commission alone, just know that my checks are, majority of them are of my volume. So I don't know, I guess like if I were to put an average range of what I make per week just on my commission, I'd say on a good week, I probably make about 200 to 250 a week on my commission alone. And that's just because I have people that are continuing on Shakeology Home Direct, right? That's not all new sales, but that's taking me some time to get there. So just know that the majority of my income is going to come from the team volume points. And that's why you want to start building that team. And that's why I've been talking to you guys about reaching out to people about coaching. So here's the formula, right? So we need to have some invites, follow-ups, new conversations, ongoing conversations, new friends, and then one-on-one calls with your coaches each week once you've started building your team. All right, so here is the weekly breakdown for hitting $150 a week. And so if you are consistent with these behaviors that I'm going to go through throughout the whole 12 months from today, you will earn $150 a week just in volume. So I'm not talking about the commission that you're making off of any sales. I'm just purely talking about volume here. So your monthly goals are the results of your weekly activities. So you need 1 new coach, 2 new challengers. All right. And if you notice that by getting 1 new coach and 2 new challengers, you've hit Success Club 5. All right, so that's a goal that a lot of my coaches have, is hitting Success Club 5 every month. So if you're doing these weekly activities, you're going to hit Success Club 5. So here's what you need to do. You need to have 2 business invites. 2 business invites every week, reaching out to people about the business, inviting them to be a coach. Challenge group invites, you need to have 4. All right, follow-up. So the follow-up is huge, and you're going to notice that this number is going to get a little bit larger, right? Because in the follow-up, you're going to have people that you talked to the previous month and the month before that, and you're going to keep following up with them because you care and because you know what? Sometimes it's just not the right time for someone. And to continue having conversations with them and to continue adding value to those people is huge. So you're going to need to follow up with 12 people per week. New conversations are going to be 6 new conversations every week that you're starting. And this doesn't mean that you're inviting people to challenge groups. It just means that you're reaching out to people, you're building relationships, you're seeing what they've been up to, you know, what has their family life been doing, and then ongoing conversations. So these are from your new conversations that you have already started, and that you're continuing to go, and talk with each week. So you're going to have 6 ongoing conversations and then 8 new friends added every single week. All right, let's say you wrote down that $250 a week goal. So you'd like to make $250 a week. This is your end goal after 12 months. So your monthly goals as a result of your weekly activities is going to be to add 2 new coaches to your downline, 2 new challengers, and to help one of your coaches, at least one of your coaches, hit Success Club 5 that month. And your weekly activities are going to be to send 4 business invites to people every week, 4 challenge group invites. You're going to have 16 follow-ups, 8 new conversations, 8 ongoing conversations, and I'm going to ask you to add 8 friends. And you're going to have now, you can see at the bottom, there's a new category, which is the one-on-one with your new coaches. So you're going to have a one-on-one call, and I'm going to go through that because I don't want you guys to be intimidated by having to have a one-on-one call with a coach every week. This is something that's going to help you and your business. So at the end of this presentation, I'll go into a little bit about the one-on-one call. All right, $500. This is a really big chunk of change. If you were saying, gosh, $500 a week, that could really afford me XYZ, right? I'm sure some of you might have wrote this number down. So here's your monthly goals. Monthly goals means that you're hitting these for 12 months to consistently hit $500 every single month. You need 3 new coaches, 3 new challengers, 2 personally sponsored coaches to hit Success Club 5. So now you're helping mentor your coaches and you're helping train them, and you're sharing this with them. You're sharing these weekly goals that they need to consistently hit and achieve to hit this weekly income goal that they might have. So your weekly activities to do every single week for an entire year to hit this $500 mark consistently would be to send out 6 business invites per week. And this can be from your ongoing conversations, right? It doesn't mean that you need to just cold call someone and just reach out to them, but build those relationships. And then when it's time, send those business invites to people, invite them to challenge groups. You need 6 invites to challenge groups every week. Follow up with 24 people. And I know this sounds crazy, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm following up with 24 people, but you've started a lot of new conversations every week. So you're going to have a lot of people to follow up with. And let me just say that it's not their priority to follow up with you. So if you hear crickets and someone's not following up with you, they might just be making dinner and they might just be moving on with their life and they completely forgot. And that's okay. I do it with other people, and it's not that I don't care. It's just that it's not in the forefront of my mind. So it's up to you. This is your job to follow up with people that you have reached out to consistently. All right, you need to start 12 new conversations per week, have 12 ongoing conversations, and then add 12 friends to your personal page or your network each week. And then you can see at the bottom with the one-on-one new coaches, you're going to have that call with them, and you're going to do it 4 times with 4 coaches that week. All right, so here is the $1,000 mark. Okay, so this is a huge goal. I'll share with you guys, 2 weeks ago, I hit my first, it was actually $1,200 a week, and that felt really, really good. And I know that it's because I've been doing these behaviors consistently, and I'm, slowly making my way to this $1,000 per week volume, this bonus volume that I'm getting. So goals that I'm really trying to strive for right now, and maybe if you hit that, if you're saying I want $1,000 a week, something that you need to try to do is to add 4 new coaches per month, 4 new challengers, and to get 4 of your personally sponsored coaches to hit Success Club 5. Your weekly activities are going to obviously be a little bit more than the $500 weekly goal, and you're going to have 8 business invites that you're sending out. You're going to invite 8 people to your challenge groups. You're going to follow up with 32 people. And your conversations, your new conversations that you're starting are 16. And like I said before, don't let these numbers scare you. 16 conversations could really just be a relationship builder and just really talk about someone's life and get to know them. I've told you guys a lot, it's so important to be interested instead of interesting. So make sure that you're really listening to them and having a conversation about them. And then, of course, you're going to have 16 ongoing conversations and then 16 friends added to your network that week. And then you're going to have 8 conversations with your new coaches. All right, finally, $2,000 a week. Now, here's where you're going to start earning 6 figures. All right, let that sink in, because I'm sure that number is something that a lot of you guys would like to hit. So monthly goals as a result of your weekly activities. And this is something, I mean, you guys, to hit this, you're going to have to bust your butt. If you're saying, and this is just in a year. So just know that if you're not on track to hit $2,000 consistently per week in a year, it's okay. You can do these other activities and eventually you'll get there. It'll just be a little bit slower. But if you're on the fast track and you say by this time next year, I want $2,000 a year, this is what you're going to have to do. Add 5 new coaches each month. 5 new challengers each month, and have 5 of your personally sponsored coaches to hit Success Club 5 each month. Your weekly activities are going to be to invite 10 people to the business, to invite 10 people to challenge groups. You're going to follow up with 40 people about your invites that you sent out. You're going to have 20 new conversations. You're going to have 20 ongoing conversations, and you're going to add 20 new friends. And then finally, you're going to have 10 conversations with your coaches that week and every week. And I know it sounds like a lot, and trust me, it is. But if you're ready and there's a fire underneath you, this is what it's going to take. Okay. So I told you guys I was going to talk about the coach one-on-one call briefly. And here's what it is. I don't want it to be intimidating. Please know that it shouldn't be more than 20 minutes. It's really just a quick check-in. And here's some things that you could discuss just to make sure that you have a format and an outline and that you really get down to business, because that's what it's about. You don't want to waste their time because everyone's time is valuable and everyone seems to not have enough of it. So just know that it's going to be about 20 minutes. You're going to discuss one good thing that happened. Start with something positive. And it could be something like, I got in all my workouts this week, or I increased my weights in my workouts this week. It could be something personal, or they could say, you know what? I got a really awesome message from one of my challengers, and she is just so overcome with joy because, she never thought she could achieve what she's achieving. Whatever it is, talk about one good thing that happened. I guarantee you there's always something positive in everyone's week. So please help your coaches see the positive in everything that's happened. And then talk about something that they're struggling with and try to help them work through it, right? We all have struggles as human beings. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just really, how do you overcome those struggles? How do you persevere? And you can help your new coaches with that. And then you're going to talk about their goals, right? Like I just asked you guys to write down some income goals. Everyone should be having goals that they're striving for, written down at the beginning of the year, written down at the beginning of the month. And your coaches will already have these written down. And I want you to talk about their goals that they have and, how they're getting on with them. And then these calls can be weekly or bi-weekly, or maybe even once a month if it's a really well-established coach, just depending on their goals and how often you need to talk with them. Finally, you guys, this is so important. Show up daily to your business. These behaviors need to be consistent for you to hit these income goals that you are so striving for. You need to show up daily to your business. Showing up is really half the battle, right? I mean, once you've think about your workouts, once you've dedicated that time, once you've said, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym, or I'm gonna plug in my DVD player and I'm gonna put my DVD in and I'm gonna work out. Once you are there, that's half the battle. It's just getting started. So show up to your business every day, treat it like a business and work it. Do a little bit of each of these daily activities every single day. You guys all have that binder I gave you of the daily power hour and the to-do list. So you know what your daily activities should be. Just do a little bit every day and align those daily activities and those weekly activities with the goals, your income goals, like I just showed you. And then really get into your zone. So for me, it needs to be quiet. I can't have music on. I can't have anything distracting me. I really have been working hard to turn off my notifications. I just need to focus and put blinders on. I don't know. Some people might like music. Whatever helps you get in your zone when you need to work, set your work time and work and really focus on it. And you guys, after this call, I really want you, tomorrow starts a new month. Can we all commit to focus and be on point for 30 days? I'll share this slide with everyone so that they can have all the weekly goals. And I want you then to think about, what do you want your income to be consistently every single week by the end of the year? And I want you to focus on that for the next 30 days and really hit home on that. And you'll see that by doing these activities and by showing up every day and being consistent with them, it's really going to start to pay off. I promise you. So, all right, I'm going to get back to our screen so you can see me, right? It's weird not seeing you guys, but all right, here we go. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I'm sorry I can't see your faces live. If you have any questions, I'm going to post the link to this video just shortly in our Wellness Warriors team page. So if you have any questions or want me to go over with anything with you, ask them below and I'll be online for a little while to help answer any questions. So I hope this was helpful. And as always, you guys, thanks for attending. I just wish I could see your faces tonight. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.